So as you probably saw by the title and maybe thumbnail, we're going to be talking about safety in the Philippines. How safe do we feel in the Philippines? But first we got to start out with the almost right on the edge, almost there, 1,900 subscribers.
Yeah. Two
Go
more.
subscribers, go subscribers.
2 more.
And we really appreciate you subscribing. If you're not subscribed, feel free to click that button. Push it. It does not cost a thing, does not hurt you. If you like the videos or find anything entertaining or good information, go ahead and click that like button. And click the bell if you're subscribed and want to get notified when we put out a new video. So and we know that this channel comes from you guys. Even if you're not subscribed and you're just watching this video, we understand that we couldn't do this without you watching the videos. So we really appreciate it. And we thank each and every one of you. So,
thank you guys.
Safety in the Philippines. Joy and I recently had a discussion that brought this topic up. Felt a little bit unsafe maybe recently ourselves, but not really. I don't know. Joy's once again trying to teach me Philippines life. So it brought up the idea though about how safe do we feel in the Philippines. And that made us think of this video. And I did just a real quick browse search specifically for Americans that ran into issues in the Philippines. And so we're going to talk about these 3 examples that I found with a quick search on the internet.
Yeah, it's viral in our news nowadays.
Yeah, definitely viral, especially this most recent, well, the most recent one and the vlogger guy. So the most recent one happened this month, February this year, 2025. A 56-year-old American is no longer alive after being robbed on the street in Mindanao.
Yeah.
So he was with his partner, and apparently somebody just pulled up and did the robbery, and now he's no longer with us. Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to say that on video, but yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they are from, if I'm not mistaken, I heard the news that they are from a bank.
Yeah, so they recently gone to the ATM.
Money in their pocket, but we don't.
And they think the story has it that the robbers saw him withdraw the money from the ATM.
Yeah, that is.
And it was a rather large wad of, estimate was 50,000 pesos, I think. So quite a bit of money for here. And they think the robbers saw them take out the money.
Maybe. Yeah.
They think that might have been it. So that's the first story we ran into. That's the most recent one. It just happened recently, just a few days ago for us. So, and it happened in Mindanao, which is popular for...
But that is far for us in our place because we are in Luzon.
Luzon, yeah. So Mindanao's down south.
So it is far, but still alarming for you being a foreigner in the Philippines. Still alarming.
It doesn't make you feel good seeing another American, especially, running into problems in the Philippines. I have heard Mindanao is less safe. Now there's vloggers that live in Mindanao and say it's perfectly safe as long as you're smart.
Yeah.
And be careful.
Yeah, I think it's depend upon the place in Mindanao. There's a lot of good places in Mindanao, but some bad place in Mindanao.
And speaking of bad place in Mindanao, in October of 2024, a 26-year-old American is feared to not be alive after being taken from his house in Mindanao.
Yeah, that is. He's a blogger, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Now he was a social media. But if you watch his social media, and I don't want to say anything ill about anybody, but talking about being careful.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about money. Or you don't want to be flashy in the Philippines.
Don't overshare. If you are in a social media, like you're a blogger, maybe don't overshare about your life, about earnings, about. I think that's, I know, if you shared a lot, maybe that's, of course, people is watching you, so They had, oh, this guy has this kind of money, this guy has this kind of property.
And the area that he was living in is a more dangerous area in Mindanao.
But imagine you are in your house, you are thinking about your safe place is your house, but not. No.
Yeah, they just come in and grab you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of scary too. That I don't
Yeah.
know.
Unbelievable, really.
Yeah,
People could
because
just come
you are
in.
in the house, and I mean, go in your house and then knock by the door and get you. That's kinda. Oh my God! I think one of the best to do that to be safe. I think you have to be had a contact of your barangay captain, which is the barangay captain has a contact in the police in your place. Or maybe it's better to have the contact from the police department close to your place. So it's is if you have like emergency, whatever, call the police right away.
That's a good point.
Your,
And the last one that I looked up happened back in March of 2024. A 37-year-old American is not alive after being reported to have an argument in a club in Cebu City.
that one is different naman. I think
Yeah, that one's
that is
an
different.
argument inside of a club when
Opo,
people are
it's-
drinking
yeah,
is
yeah,
never
yeah.
smart anywhere in the
Yeah.
world, I don't think. So, yeah, some of these you can chalk up to making better decisions.
Yeah.
After that, so this is almost a year's worth of time that browse search for Americans.
Mhm.
It covers almost a year for this last year. So if you looked up, I'm from California, originally born in California, and if you looked up, not even a year, but look up a couple of days or a week's worth of incidents in America, especially in California, you're going to have a lot more than this. So I don't know. I feel like mainly the main thing here is just being careful.
You have to be
Situational
careful.
awareness. Know where you're at.
Yeah.
Know what to look for. What seems out of place and what seems suspicious.
And I think don't trust too much. Don't trust too much. Even sometimes
Yeah.
your friend gonna
Don't share too much, which
don't share too much
is pretty
about your life.
ironic for us considering we're sharing our life on YouTube. But
Yeah.
the stuff that we're talking about is stuff to help fellow expats. So we don't really share our
Too
whole
much.
life. We share the information of our experience to help other people. So we don't share a whole lot. But yeah, that would be don't overshare and definitely don't be flashy.
Yeah, and then avoid arguments. Like if
Yeah.
you are in bar, of course, everybody's drunk, everybody's not in a good mind, let's say, because they are drunk, diba?
Yeah.
So I think avoid argument. If there's a guy argue to you, just leave, go home. I think that one. Don't because if the people mad, it happens to us when you are driving last time. It happens when you are driving. You know that Philippines is a crazy. There's a lot of crazy drivers, and you are doing your great because you are from America. You know the rules, and they are not following the rules. Like they cut in front of you and you horn to them. They make like you're a bad guy because you horn to them. You did not give way. So for them, if it's like bad, you are bad guy for them, just don't argue to them. If they are mad to you, just leave.
Joy's big lesson for me with driving is let everybody do everything. So
Yeah.
if a bike pulls in front of me, I just slow down now and the bike takes over.
Yeah.
Which, coming from the Western world, where vehicles drive on the wrong side of the road, somebody's going to get pulled over. The cops are going to be there and they're going to stop it. Nobody's going to stop it here. So vehicles come at you from every direction. And
they are very bad.
I guess the big thing now is I'm retired. I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So we just take our time, and if somebody wants to cut me off, then I just hit the brakes and let them cut me off. So overall, do you feel safe here? Obviously, it's your country, so you probably feel safe.
I feel safe in our place. We are in Luzon.
For me, the big lesson learned, especially looking up from these news stories about Americans, Um, the ATM and the money, I'm not sure. I guess make sure you're inside somewhere. So we
Yeah.
usually get our money at the mall.
Inside the mall.
Inside the mall. So there's
a
people could still
guard.
watch you and people could still follow you out. There's nothing stopping that. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a good answer for that. If somebody really wanted to take your money after you took it out of an ATM, I don't know if there is a better way. The club is an obvious one. You don't argue in a club. You don't get drunk, but that's not us anyway because we don't go to clubs. And the taken out of your house, I think that was a little bit of overshare maybe in that area. He's in an area that's not real safe in Mindanao. If you look at the State Department from the U.S. warnings, that area is a area that's not the best. So he's in a bad area in the first place, and then he's sharing everything on social media, which is probably not a great idea, including money and financial factors, which is not wise probably. But yeah, I feel safe here. I haven't ran into any issues where I didn't feel safe, but from these stories from the news, I don't really get myself into any of those spots. So the only thing I could say was the ATM maybe, but like I said, we do our ATM inside the mall, at the bank inside the mall. So I don't know. That's probably I haven't felt in danger. So
I feel safe in here because the police station, the Basud Police PNP is close to our place.
yeah.
So it's easy to contact to our police if there's something wrong with the people in your property. You can call the police and 5 minutes they will come to your house. Or
I think the bottom line is just situational awareness. That's a military term. Sorry if you're not military, but just being aware. Be aware of where you're at. Be aware of what you're saying. Be aware of what you're showing. This is a country with a lot of poverty and a lot of people that are poor and really desperate. So when you get desperate, you do desperate actions. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong, just saying that's the facts. So I think situational awareness, just be aware of where you're at. Be aware of the around you.
Yeah, but there's a lot
that's the key.
There's a lot of good people in the Philippines compared to a bad people in the Philippines.
Yeah. I think it definitely doesn't change my mind in any way about the Philippines. The Philippines, it's great life here. It's great people here.
Very good people.
These are just some incidents that happened. Like I said, in California, it would have been thousands of times more. So it is what it is. It happens everywhere in the world. It happens here too, even though here it doesn't happen as much as where I was from. So overall, I feel safe here, and that's the important part.
The problem in our place is the driving, crazy driver. That is the worst problem in our place.
Yeah, I think that's we covered it in the dangers of the Philippines already about driving. But I think that's the video today. So we'll talk to you again on our next video, and we'll see you then with hopefully some more good information for you.
Yeah, comment down below.
Oh yeah, feel free to comment down below. Let us know what you think about these news stories and about safety in the Philippines. And we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.